Hey, what's up everybody, it's A-Bomb here, and how you guys doing this afternoon? Alrighty then. We're back with another Random Thoughts with A-Bomb Clark. Only this time, it's gonna be a little bit different, because, to be honest, I might pass out during recording. I passed out earlier today while I was moving some stuff up into the bedroom, and now I'm doing something that is ill doctor advised. Since my skin is a lot more sensitive than the regular humans, plus I'm allergic to the sun, I'm not supposed to go outside without a jacket, and yet here I am letting it loose. Because you know what, life's too short to not enjoy it while you can. And it's a beautiful day out. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping somewhere. Oh, there they are. This beautiful day. I'm in a really good mood today. No actual reason why. Just in a great mood. There was a specific topic that I was going to touch on, and I forgot about it. So until that comes back to mind, I'll be telling you what I've been up to. Obviously, I mentioned that I was moving some stuff from, upstairs. The reason for that is a little bit after I graduated from school. In fact, I think not even a month after I graduated from school, I became homeless. I ended up moving to one place. I was living with somebody for a minute. Didn't last very long. It lasted about 2 weeks. And we got kicked out of there. We was homeless for a few more days. We ended up moving into this camper out at a friend's house, and that lasted about 2 months. But then there were some problems that came along with it. For one thing, because the camper was plugged in, sometimes it would generate electricity. I don't know why, but the door would shock the living hell out of you if you touch the handle. Which I only got shocked once, but I never got a really bad shock. My mom got a really bad shock when she touched it. She actually had to use her one arm to smack her other arm off the door, because when you touch something that's shocking you, it kind of paralyzes your arm for a minute. You can't move it. So she wasn't able to pull her arm off the door, even though it was electrocuting her. So she had to use her other arm to smack her first arm off the door. And that wasn't the only problem. There were, I think, two arrests out there, and there was gunshots that went off a lot, especially right there by, my camper window. Which, Jesus, that's the way to keep you up at night. We ended up getting kicked out of there. Because, even though bad things were bad, we didn't want to be homeless again, so we was kind of putting up with it. But they kicked us out after we gave them, I think, $100 for staying there, which isn't much, but we was trying to be helpful, and then they kicked us out. According to my mom and my stepdad, they lost some stuff there. I personally didn't lose anything. Most of my stuff was either still with me, or it was back at the first place that we were staying, the place we stayed with for 2 weeks. Then we became homeless again for a bit. We ended up crashing at my great grandma's house. which then some of my stuff was brought out there. And then, you know, my uncle was gonna try to shoot me and my grandma or something like that. He also swung a pole at us, like a giant curtain rod pole thingy. So we wasn't allowed back there because my mom called the cops and he went to jail. So my grandma kicked us out, and I still had stuff there. And then I went to live with my friend Richard for a while. And only recently am I now living with my dad. But now I'm starting to get like all my accumulated stuff back from, you know, the other places that I was living. So that's why I was moving stuff upstairs, because it's coming in bulk. They went from a nearly empty room to like, you have to be a Grandmaster Ninja to get through the move. You gotta, you can't see the movements I was doing, but I was trying to watch. Sorry. I've been up for a minute. So, I'm acting a little bit loopy, losing my train of thought easier. But, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I started trying out this Facebook dating thing, because I've tried out dating apps, but most dating apps, you either run into scam artists, or, you know, you gotta pay for the stuff. And I wouldn't mind paying, but I'm currently unemployed. I have no way to pay. So, I deleted most of my dating apps. The only one I still got is eHarmony, and I can't really utilize that until I get money to pay for, like, talking to people. Then I figured I'd use the Facebook dating thing. If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do kind of want a girlfriend, but I don't want a girlfriend for like a quick fix or nothing like that. You know, despite me only being 20 years old, I'm ready to settle down. You know, I'm ready for something serious. I've had girlfriends in the past. Never done it yet, but I'm not gonna be one of those people, you know, I'm saving it till I get married. I'm just, you know, I'm waiting until I feel like it's the right moment, you know? Because, I don't know, I just feel like it's something that you gotta take seriously. You know, I joke flirt with some of my friends, and it's not that I'm being, you know, that I'm being a typical guy doing it to his girlfriends. I do it to my guy friends too. I joke with them about sex. I don't actually want to have sex with them. It's just a joke. I like messing around, playing around. It's just kind of how I joke. I also make dark jokes sometimes, including about my own impending death. I actually made a joke about that, and I'm the only one that found it funny. So maybe I need to work on my sense of humor. I'm trying though, I'm trying to be funny. That's one thing, you know, when I first started trying to do my YouTube career, I needed opinions because, you know, most times I made a YouTube video, they were nice comments, and nice comments are great. I love nice comments, I love replying to them, but at the same time, without any criticism, you don't really know what you're doing wrong. Without knowing what you're doing wrong, you can't earn subscribers, you can't earn likes, you can't, you know, you don't know what to do. You know, I'm shooting in the dark here. I'm trying to, like, do this with almost no skill. So I asked one of my friends, he's kind of blunt, about, like, what my channel needed. What is my channel lacking? Because I know it's lacking something. I've only got 29 subscribers. Most of them are my friends. I'm trying to figure out what I'm lacking. And my friend, he said, well, dude, I noticed in your videos you're not really that funny. Like, you need to try to be more funny. So I'm trying to be funny. I just don't know how to be funny. Like, I'm one of those kind of people that, like, if you set up something, I can make it funny. But I'm not good at just, like, making me talking funny. I know some people got the skill for it, some people don't. And I know, you know, being funny isn't the only way to get subscribers, but that is an easy way to get subscribers. I know some people get subscribers doing other things. Heck, I tried to get my dad to set up a YouTube channel because he's a mechanic. And, you know, here's one a kind of easier way to try to make some money. I said, well, Dad, it's a long shot, but if you sign up for YouTube, you're really good at what you do, you pour some time in, you spread the word around, maybe you can get some subscribers, you can get sponsored, you can start getting paid for doing that. Because he's old, his body don't want to work too much anymore, so he can't go out and get a job anymore. He can barely stand up off the couch anymore. He tried to go to the kitchen just yesterday, and our couch kind of makes a U shape. You know, it's on this wall, and then it kind of goes on the back wall, and then it kind of comes out here. He made it from the couch that he usually sits on, which is on this wall, over to the end of this one, you know, the one on this wall, and then he collapsed. He can't work anymore. So I was like, you know, just try YouTube. Because he's a mechanic. And I've noticed that, you know, some people, they do car videos. And, you know, they got a decent amount of subscribers. My dad, he loves cars. He loves talking about cars. That's something that I feel like, you know, he could do in his spare time. Literally, all he has to do is, the truck's broken down right now. All he has to do is set up a camera and have it record while he's fixing the truck. Maybe talk a little. Some people like their YouTube videos to be silent. I watched a YouTuber a while back who did like these outdoors videos. He showed you how to build stuff out in the wild with just wild materials. Like, he had almost nothing. Everything he used was wild. And he didn't say a word the entire video. And yet, I found myself mesmerized by this guy. I seen him build a bow. I seen him build a little shack. Like, this dude, he's got some talent. Doesn't speak a word. So you don't have to talk to be a YouTuber. But, you know, sometimes talking helps. I know that I keep listening to this podcast I did a while back, even though, you know, it's not a very known video. It's a podcast I did with a personal friend of mine, and also a YouTuber. His YouTube name's Kraus Blaze. We did a YouTube video together. And anytime I'm feeling down, or like I need something in the background, I turn that on. Because that's one of the times I can seriously say that I was at least a little funny in a video. Plus, it's a podcast. So, I don't really need to watch it. It's something that it's easy to put on in the background. Like right now, this pretty much could be a podcast. The only thing you're missing is seeing my ugly mug with my little shaggy beard, as people calls it, and nature. Gotta say, I love Dragon Emperor's comment, nature, and then food. I love those. And, you know, I love simple comments like that, you know. I'm one of those people that I find myself in the comment section of videos a lot, not because I need to get away from the video or anything like that. I seriously just kind of like to read some of the comments. Some of them are actually really, really good. And you can actually learn things from comments too. Like, for the longest time, I played this game called Stellar Glow. For the longest time, I had no clue that the person that voiced Rusty, the American voice of Rusty, also did the English version of Saitama from One Punch Man. I had no clue. But then I was reading the comment section on a video, and someone said something about it. And I was like, I didn't know. I actually did the research to make sure that was legit. It was legit. You learn some things, and sometimes, you know, you find the you know, videos that you wouldn't think that the comments are funny on. Like, I listen to a lot of metal music. Stuff with, like, you know, heavy rock and stuff like that. One band that I'm particularly fond of is, and I have no clue if I'm pronouncing this right because I've never actually heard it said before. So I'm just kind of like looking at the words. I'm like, I think that this is how it's pronounced. Amon Amarth, I think is what it's called. That's my best guess on, you know, how it's pronounced. Anyways, the comment section on that video, most of what you like read is utter ridiculousness. They're mainly talking about beards. And like, you'll see comments like, you know, I was listening to this song in the car on the way to work, and my car became a ship. Or I was listening to this, my mom walked in, she grew a beard. Stuff like that. It's ridiculous. And yet, it's a video that you wouldn't expect, you know, that ridiculous of comments of. I actually made a comment on there. I don't know if it's actually funny or not, but because I always read the stuff about, you know, either things transforming into something bigger. Like this one guy said, I listened to this song with my dog, the dog became a wolf. So I made a comment, I said, well, I listened to this song with my cat, I was hoping it was going to become a saber-toothed tiger, but afterwards I had to explain to my mom why the cat grew a beard. You know, I don't know if it's funny or not. I honestly, that was my best shot. On another one, I tried to, you know, play it up a little bit. I was trying to show I'm an intellectual as well as someone trying to be funny by saying, you know, played chess while listening to this song, became a full-scale war. It's ridiculous comments like that, you know, I really like reading. And sometimes I find arguments over ridiculous things. Like I was watching, I listened to the YMCA song, you know, the one that everyone knows, you know, YMCA. I started reading the comment section on that, and this person, they made an observation. I didn't know these guys were gay until I listened to the song. That's it. Simple observation. Well, there was like over 200 comments like stranding from this, and I was kind of like, okay, you know, maybe they got some more information. So I started reading, and it actually turned into like a full-scale like comment war on, you know, homosexuality over a simple observation comment. Like, I kind of feel bad for the channel that owns that song, because that is honestly a lot to deal with. You get notified every time there's a comment on your video. No matter which way it swings, you don't really want to read that. I kind of do. Not because I want to take a side or I want to see their points or whatnot. I honestly just kind of want to like read through some of the ridiculous things that people are saying. Because honestly, some of it was just kind of blasphemy, or, you know, one of those things that it doesn't sound too smart when people say it. I spent a lot of time in the comment section. Some might argue that, like, with creepy videos, that I spend too much time in the comments because, you know, I'm trying to avoid the video or not, whatnot. honestly kind of half true. Being straight up. You know, I like scary stuff, but it doesn't agree with me. I don't know what it is exactly, but my brain is extremely paranoid to the point where it doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't know, when I was 16, 17, every time I'd watch a creepy video, I would have to be up against the wall because I was worried that if I even left the slightest crack, that a serial killer was going to slip through that small crack and kill me. It makes no sense. In my brain, I know it makes no sense, and yet I'm still afraid of it. I don't know exactly what it is. It might have to do with, like, the fact that I was dropped on my head as a kid, I think. Or something. I don't know. But, I honestly can't pay too much attention to creepy videos. But honestly, creepy sightings, those ones I honestly feel like I have to watch because they intrigue me. You know, I honestly don't fully believe in the paranormal, but I want to believe. I want to see compelling evidence to show me that it does, you know, it really exists. And honestly, I've seen some pretty compelling things. I've also read some pretty compelling arguments against those things in the comment section. Combine the two, it kind of makes it up to you. Is this real or is it fake? You never know. I've had some things that have happened to me, and there's this one thing in particular. I don't know what exactly happens, and I swear to you this is real. Remember, I just stated I do not believe in the paranormal. So if you can give me an actual explanation for this, I can set my, confused brain at ease because I honestly don't know what this was. I was cleaning my room one day. I had a pretty small room. It was about the size of a closet-ish. Just enough room to kind of walk around. You know, you had enough room to walk in the door, turn left, walk a few steps, and be at your bed. That was basically my room. I was cleaning my room, and I bent over to grab something on the floor. I think it was probably like a dirty pair of underwear or something. And this movie clicked in on my TV. So it turned on. It was The Mask. And I know it was The Mask because I just went on a major Mask binge-a-thon where I just kept rewatching it because The Mask is an awesome fucking movie. And Jim Carrey is one of my favorite actors. Which is, you know, part of my intro, the alrighty then, I picked that up from Ace Ventura. Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So anyways, this movie clicks on, and I turn around to see what the heck was going on. Movie's playing. Alright. Must have bumped it with my butt or something when I bent over. Even though I was a good distance away from the room, and I don't think that could have been, maybe I have a bigger butt than I thought. So I go over, I try to turn off the TV. I realize the TV's unplugged. Look back at the TV, nothing's playing. Then I check the VCR thing. There's no movie in it. I don't know if I was really tired, and because I just binged The Mask non-stop, that I was hallucinating from the tiredness, because I used to stay up for days on end, and then I'd sleep an entire day away. I kid you not, I'd sleep almost an entire 24 hours to recharge myself, and then I'd stay up for days on end again. Because back then, I was binge gaming. I was sitting around binging whatever I could, especially video games. The video game I believe I was binging at the time was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I just beaten the first one. I was really excited for the second one. Gotta say, I was a little disappointed. They could have done better. But I heard a lot of content was cut from the game because BioWare got rushed. So I'm not going to judge it too harshly. I will say that, in my opinion, it will never live up to Star Wars Knights 1, though. That game was just golden. I did like how the companions changed in the second one, though. Well, not like change. Well, I meant like how you can change your companion depending on, you know, things you do throughout your journey. There's two companions for these two things. I was trying to find the right way to phrase that. Two companions for these two things that change depending on what you do. The first ones are Handmaiden and Disciple. You get Handmaiden if you are a male Jedi. You get Disciple if you are a female. There is no middleman. There is no getting Handmaiden if you're the female. There is no getting Disciple if you are a male. If you choose whatever gender you choose to play as, you lose out on one of those companions. I always love having Handmaiden in my team. Honestly, probably one of the best companions in the Star Wars series. I think I might have been saying Dragon Age. But then again, my memory's a little fuzzy, so let's go with I was saying Star Wars the entire time. Because I probably was, and I'm probably imagining things. And then the other things are, you get Hanhar if you're dark side, and you get Mira if you're light side. I also utilized some of the glitches in the game, and I found my own glitch. Now, I've never seen anything about this glitch on any site, so I don't know if it's just because of how my Xbox is wired, or if, nobody's discovered this, but it seems like, honestly, something that would have been discovered really fast. If you use the healing Jedi spell or whatever, the Force heal, and then right as you go to cast it, you hit the attack button. If you do it correctly and time it just right, you will attack and heal at the same time, and it will not cost you Force points to heal. Then the kicker is, if you continuously just smash the attack button over and over again, you'll keep attacking and healing with no Force points being taken away. It's honestly really hard to do, and I honestly don't know if it works with any other Force points. I've only tried it with the healing one. Oh crap, I gotta do my outro. Well, I guess that was it for this episode of Random Thoughts with A-Bomb Clark. If you liked it, then I'm glad. Please leave a comment. If you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me why you didn't like it, because your opinion matters to this channel, so I can fix things. I've already been through this. Hasta la pasta. See you later. Have a gorgeous day. This is A-Bomb Clark signing off.